Here's my review for Aquaman 2 because I have a hard time saying no to people. Aquaman 2 is the second movie where Aquaman fights the same guy for the second time. It's Laser Man. He could have fought a giant octopus or a shark or a piece of plastic or an oil rig. But you can't put an oil rig in a toy box. You can't make a Fortnite skin out of a piece of plastic, so he's fighting Laser Man. You know, part of what made superheroes so interesting was the lineups or the matchups they would do. You had this character that could do these things go up against this other character who does these other things that counter the things the hero could do. How is Spider-Man gonna beat this guy made out of sand? Damn, Batman doesn't kill people, but this guy doesn't stop killing people. They do this sort of thing in anime all the time, and that's why anime is so captivating to watch. Here's this character you know who can do these things, but oh, they're going up against other character who does other things. Well, how's the main character gonna get out of this situation? Oh, that's how. Wow, that's so interesting and engaging. What a very creative use of the world you've built. I can't wait to tune into next week's episode. How do you think Aquaman's gonna beat Laser Man? He's probably gonna punch him really hard. But before he punches him, he's gonna probably have to punch a bunch of his goons in a really big fight. It's probably gonna be done in one shot. It's gonna be really cool to look at. And then I'm sure at the end, the Laser Man's gonna either explode or fall into a hole. That way Aquaman doesn't have to kill him, because you can't put a murderer in a toy box or in a Fortnite skin. Amber Heard is back in the most recastable role of all time. I'm sure Margot Robbie has a cousin or something, maybe a niece. You have her number. Could have gotten literally anyone else on the planet. You could have got Amy Schumer. I would watch that. That sounds kind of funny and interesting. I'd watch Amy Schumer. You could have killed her off. Could have had her get eaten by a shark or an octopus, or like crushed by a sea rock. Or you could have just like ridden her off too. Oh damn, Aquaman. Mermaid Mary really wanted to go on this adventure with you, but she's just like really busy today. She's like, she has like a really packed day today. She has to go to the store. She has to pick up her dad from the airport. She has to go to the vet because her dog got stung by a bee. You know, she's really slam-packed day, and she has jury duty. At least I think it's jury duty. I don't know. I know she has to go to court, but she won't tell me why. And I don't know. I'm not too sure how jury duty works, but I don't think you have to talk to a lawyer when you're doing jury duty. But then again, I live in the ocean. I'm a fish guy, so I don't know. I'm not too sure how that works. Also, she beat up her husband. We don't fucking hang out with. Say if, like, hypothetically, one day, Robert Downey Jr. strangles a puppy.
Discombobulate.
I'm sure Disney would be like, oh shit. Okay, well, let's do 2 more movies, because we're already in the middle of filming one, right? So let's wrap that one out. We're gonna keep him in the suit the entire time. Don't cut to his face. Maybe get someone to do ADR. His involvement in the movie to a minimum. And then in the next one, we'll just have him blow up like the Challenger or something. But we can't recast him. I mean, he's Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
That would just be weird. That would almost make it more noticeable. That would make sense. But here, this is fucking Mermaid Mary. Who gives a shit? Who the fuck cares about fucking Mermaid Mary? No one is frothing at the mouth from Mermaid Mary. This isn't some iconic character that only Amber Heard can play. God damn it, doesn't matter what she's done. When she's on that screen, she's making magic. She's making families happy. Can't you see all the children wearing their Mermaid Mary t-shirts? I could not, for the life of me, quote you one line of dialogue this character has ever said. I like to imagine that whoever is in charge of those decisions at Warner Brothers was watching The Dark Knight Rises one day, because brand loyalty. And it gets to that scene where Bane reads Jim Gordon's letter on the news, exposing the truth about Harvey Dent, that he was actually like a crazy murder monster. And Jim Gordon's watching it, and then Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like, but then Gary Oldman turns on the fucking jets and hits him with that heat.
There, when the structures fail you, when the robots aren't weapons anymore, they're shackles, letting the bad guy get ahead. One day, you may face such a moment of crisis, and in that moment, I hope you have a friend like I did. To plunge their hands into the filth, so that you can keep yours clean.
And I just feel like that scene really resonated with that guy. I could be that friend. You guys are some ride or dies in a weird way. Like props, kinda, I guess. Again, just really weird hill to die on, I suppose, but hey, gotta really double down on that domestic abuse lineup, It's quite literally what DC stands for, domestic charges. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest, I fell asleep halfway through the movie. The fight scenes are like white noise to me at this point. And I had like a weird dream where I was in my house, but it wasn't my house. You know how like in dreams you just know things because your dreams are thoughts? That's how this was. Like I was sitting in my room, but I knew I wasn't supposed to be there because it didn't belong to me anymore. Then I see CJ from San Andreas pacing down the hall. I just laid there on my bed. I'm looking out the window and then it turns into nighttime. And then I'm looking back around my room and I see